All right, everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back to Let's Talk Sports with your host Ron here as I go over the highlights of WWE, WNBA, our lovable Hurricanes, as well as our lovable Miami Dolphins. Let's go ahead and start off first with WWE. Now, what's going on with that there is that our former NXT champions, step two, Jace Jane, and the fate influence, because Jace Jane be running off at the mouth talking about, oh, I am the best. And without her teammates, they won't be nowhere without me. I am the best. I'm the best. So Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, and Stephanie Vakura stepped to them and challenged them to a match to prove who is the best NXT championship of all time. Because Jace Jane hold it, but Jace Jane just like running off at the mouth, blah, 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 blah. But that's all she does anyway, is run off at the mouth. So they had to accept the challenge from Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, yes, and who is now the former WWE championship, and Stephanie Vakura is right behind her, want that title herself too. So those are the ones gonna be battling Jace Jane and the Fatal Influence. Elsewhere, Stephanie Vakura defeated Kyrie Zane. Yes, defeated. I like OMG. As we all know, Lara defeated Roxanne Perez. Of course, Roxanne Perez did get her ass whipped, and I was so happy that Lyra defeated Roxanne Perez, and Stephanie Vakura defeated Kyrie Zane of the you know who they are. Yes, and of course what's her name used to be a part of that the Sky. She loved taking it high. She loved to fly. And of always, I don't know what's up with the confrontation between Bailey and Lyra, but y'all two ladies need to get it together. Bailey wants a title shot. Lyra keeps interfering. So Bailey, you got your chance to work yourself to get that title championship you need. And of course, Lyra's right behind you to battle it, but it is what it is, and that's what's pushing in WWE. Elsewhere in sports, our top scores and performers of WNBA, starting off Monday, September 8th, Suns played the Dreams as the Dreams ran away with the victory, 87-62. Your top performance of that game was Mara of Connecticut, had 13 points, 14 rebounds, and Howard of Atlanta had 18 points and 6 assists. Moving on to September 9th. September 9th, we had a lot of good games going on. Let's go over with them right now. Our New York Liberty, spanked the Mystics, 75-66. Your top performers of the game is Citron of Washington had 13 points, 3 steals, and Stewart of New York had 14 points, 8 rebounds. The Fever defeated Lennox, 83-72. Top performers of the game was Shepard of Minnesota with 16 points and 7 rebounds, and Mitchell had 18 points. I don't know what's going on with Sky, but it is what it is. As they got spanked by the Aces, 92-61, and it just was no performance. I mean, Ace was all over there. The only time the Sky did their thing was in the second half, in the second quarter, where they put up 21 points over their 15. But after that, it was just all Aces as they defeated Sky 92-61. Your top performers of that game. And the thing here is that the management staff had to figure out that Cardoso, your center, is not a point guard. Your center is not a forward. Her job is to get the rebound and put it up for points for her teammates. But when you got your top performers of the game scoring 13 points and 13 rebounds, that lets you know that there's a team issue problem. And I know it starts off with the point guards as well as your forwards. I heard there was stating rumors that they was going ahead on the trade Angel Reese, but there's nothing else on that yet. But when that do come up, I will go ahead and do storylines of that there, if that rumor is true or not. And on the Las Vegas side, Young had 15.7 assists. A great game against Mercury, but it was just too much sparks as they pulled out the victory 88-83 over Mercury. Your top performers was Hamby of LA with 25 points, 9 rebounds, and Sabali of Phoenix had 24 points. Storm, great game by the Valkyries. Great game between the Storm and the Valkyries as the Storm pulled out, beating the Valkyries. And I'm looking at the score myself. beating them by 1 point, 74-73. It was just a balanced team, but who had the ball last was the one that's going to score. And looked like the Storm just say, "Hey, we got this, and we running away with it." But they pretty much ran away with it in the fourth quarter, outscoring the Valkyries 21-12. So if you're not putting up points in the fourth quarter, then you just really hurting yourself. But it was a really, really tight game from beginning to end. And the Storm finally said, "Hey, let's get this together. Let's come home with the victory." As they did that by beating the Valkyries 74-73, your top performers of the game. Saloon of Golden State had 22 points, 6 rebounds, and Rilla of Seattle had 17 points. What a good game. Moving on to September 10th. Wow. Dream say we not having it as they ran all over the Suns 88-72. Your top performers of that game. Griner of Atlanta had 17 points and 4 blocks, and Mabry had 22 points. It was just too much as the Dream ran away with the victory 88-72. Moving on to September 11th. And I don't know what's going on, but Sky, y'all just need to just hang y'all season up because being at 10-34, I'll go ahead and throw in the towel my damn self too. And that is embarrassing. As Liberty spanked them 91-86, your top performers of the game. Still of New York had 24 points, 6 rebounds. Westbeld had 25 points and 7 rebounds. But just like I said, it's more of a team effort because none of the players on the Chicago team, to me, and I'm looking at footages and everything of it, that they're just not in sync. Everybody want to do their own thing. Come together, win the games, and then when you win the championship, y'all can go ahead and be happy with that. But right now, Chicago Skydiamond just go ahead and hang up the season because it is over and figure out how to fix your teams from the point guard to the center to your fours because they all need to come out from time to time. If you have a weak bench that are not putting up any points, then that's what's going to hurt you as well too. Wings defeated the Mercury 97-76. Your top performers of that game was Sal Bally of Phoenix had 14 points. Buccaneers had 24 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists of Dallas as the Wings ran away with the victory 97-76. Lennox decided to stomp all over the Valkyries because the Valkyries just did not come to play unless they had players out. As Lennox beat the Valkyries 72-53. That is not a game. Your top performers of that game was Burton of Golden State had 8.7 assists, 5 steals. Carly of Minnesota had 19 points. Aces came to play as they dominated the game from beginning to end, beating Sparks 103-75. Top performance of that game is my girl Wilson. Wilson just ain't having it. That's a beast. And if y'all trade for her, imagine what she could do for the team together. Everybody just coming together, winning games. This woman is a beast. Wilson put up 23 points, 19 rebounds, and 4 blocks, and this is an everyday game thing. She puts her numbers up day in, day out. On LA side, Plum had 15 points, 8 assists. And moving to Sunday, September 14th. Lennox beat the Valkyries 101-72. Your top performers of that game was Burton of Golden State, had 14 points, 7 assists, 3 steals. Cardia had 20 points, 6 rebounds. Dream decided to stomp all over the field, was beating them 80-68. Mitchell of Indiana had 27 points. Hamlin of Atlanta had 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Go ahead, Hamlin. And she's a monster. Elsewhere, Liberty decided to step up the pace as they ran all over, beating Mercury 76-69. Cloud of New York had 23 points, 6 rebounds, 4 steals. Thomas of Phoenix had 14 points, 9 rebounds, 8 steals, but it was just not enough as Liberty ran all over Mercury 76-69. And Storm, as they got put down and checked down by the Aces 102-77. Your top performers of the game of Seattle were Malonga of had 12 points, 11 rebounds, and Wilson, that girl's a beast. Las Vegas had 29 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 steals as they defeated the Storm 102 to 77. And that's what I'm talking about. When you got a player in the WNBA that just steps up and performs, there's nothing to it. Now we move into the Canes as they did their thing, spanking South Florida. Yes, they spanked South Florida so badly that it was nothing they could do. 49-12. Mm. Now I give South Florida credit because they are 2-1. Yes, the South Florida Bulls are 2-1, and they got a great squad this year. But they came to a better squad as they faced the Hurricanes, and the Hurricanes was not having it. And with that, on the passing side, Beck did his thing, 23 of 28, 340 yards. He had 3 TDs and 2 interceptions. Now he should have better managed the ball, but he was not reading the windows right and it was getting picked off. But it's okay because he showed us that he can handle the pressure this year as he putting it down this year. And he put in some great numbers. And Emery Williams came in for a 2 for 2 for 31 yards. Team averaging 25 out of 30 for 371 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That's just a powerhouse on the running game. It just all beats. Them boys carried the ball for 38 times for 205 yards. Fletcher had 16 for 120 for 2.5 and pulled in 2 TDs. And Carson Beck did the same thing. He had 6 for 28. As the QB said, hey, let me join on the running game too, as he pulled in a touchdown. Elsewhere, you had Grady Pringle Jr., number 22, stepped in. He had 5 carries for 12 yards and a touchdown. I mean, it just tally up TDs after TDs after TDs. So basically, they do have a good squad running that ball, but they cannot be stopped. On a passing game, y'all know it's off the chain as they put up 25 receiving yards for 371 yards. 25 receptions for 371 yards and 3 TDs. Them TDs came from Josh Moore, had 3 for 61 and 2 touchdowns. And Shamar Brown had 1 for 1 and a touchdown. That was a little old goal line play. But who's stopping them boys? Nobody. Nobody's stopping them. Nobody. Team stats, pretty good. The same as Beck had 340 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Fletcher had 16 carries for 120 yards, 2 touchdowns receiving. Marion had 81 yards on 6 receptions. And the sacks, them boy, that defense really they're putting that pressure on their opposing quarterbacks. Yes, you cannot let a team come in your backyard and move the ball around. So them boys say we gotta step up, we gotta do this, and we gotta shut it all down. And when you muscle 576 yards of total offense to South Florida 332 yards, defense gave a 332 yards. It should have been less than that. So yeah, the defense have to lock down. That front four had to start getting pressure, and I had to start closing them holes down on the running play. First downs is non-stoppable. Canes had 27 to the University of South Florida, 15 yards. Penalties, 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 penalties. That's what hurt us. 9 penalties for 69 yards. Third down conversion was 7 of 11, and fourth down was 1 for 1. Time of possession, we basically ball hauled them 36 minutes and 1 second to the 23 minutes and 59 seconds. Now, up for the University of Miami is the Florida Gators. And Gators are struggling because they're basically 2-2. They're struggling. They lost against University of South Florida and they lost against LSU. And they're coming into our backyard. Yes, game time is at 7:30. Get your tickets. Get your tickets. Get your tickets. And watch as we beat them Gators on Saturday. Yes, beat them Gators. Now let's talk about our raggedy ass Dolphins. Yes, I don't know what's going on, but right now with our Dolphins, our Dolphins, our Dolphins, our Dolphins, and let me just switch over right quick. Our Dolphins are not doing too good. It's not doing too good. And that's kind of embarrassing to lose against the Patriots. And Tua never lost to these boys. Never. But the reason why they lose it is because they're not synced together as a team. They want to be individual superstars. You cannot win a team playing individually. That do not happen in the NFL. If you're not a team player, get in your car, go home, and barbecue in your backyard. That's pretty simple. Just barbecue in your backyard because you didn't come on Sunday or Thursday or Monday. You did not come to play. So just barbecue in your backyard, and it is a damn shame. As they lost to New England 33-27, Tua. And the reason why Tua is completing 26 of 32, 315 yards. He got sacked a couple of times because the offensive line is not working together to give Tua plenty of time to survey the field, find Waddle, and find Hill, and let them boys connect. If you don't give Tua time, he's not going to find his deep threats down the field, which is Hill, Waddle, Kane, Westbrook, Escaridge, Gordon, Washington. If you can't find them boys, that means the offensive line is not doing their thing. And the offensive line, y'all need to wake up because y'all gave up. On the running game, 15 carries for 61 yards. When we had Mostert and Arcane in the backfield, that was averaging 30 something carries between them two, averaging over 200 something yards. I mean, Kane have about like 10, 12 carries for 120, and Monster come in the game. He wasn't playing 100%, but he came in, he put up his 40, 50, 60 yards, you know, but that's embarrassing. So that means it's the offensive line issue. Then the defense is not coming together. There was a lot of broken down plays, missed assignments, everything, and especially on the kick return. Y'all gave up a kick return to give them the lead. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. I mean, reception is the reception was pretty decent. 26 receptions of 315 yards, but Tua kept taking sacks. Then he threw an interception. So y'all really not giving Tua enough time, and I can see that he's playing with a little fear because he's just not in sync. He's not trusting his offensive line. So offensive line, y'all got to get it together. The running game is not going. The offensive the line, y'all not blocking for Tua, so y'all got his eyeballs wide ass open trying to get the ball out in a hurry, and he throwing into the opposing defense. That's not good at all. Team stats, which is pretty much neck and neck. Patriots had 333 yards to the Dolphins 358 yards. One turnover. New England Patriots had 18 first down to 16 first down. But the penalties was pretty much balanced on both sides. The Patriots had 12 penalties for 75 yards. We had 10 penalties for 65 yards. And the Dolphins, y'all gotta play mistake free football. If y'all keep making mistakes, offsides, holding, offsides, holding, then that's gonna be pretty much it. Um, we only completed on third down conversions 4 of 10. That's embarrassing. I mean, we had 4 of 10. That means 6 attempts on third down was incomplete. We went and fought on fourth down. We went 2 times and then come up with nothing. Red zone, we was in the red zone 1 for 2. Patriots in the red zone 3 or 4 times. So out of 4 times, they managed to muscle up scores 3 times. In the red zone, we was in the red zone 2 times and we managed to score 1 time. Time of possession go towards New England, 33 minutes and 45 seconds to our 26 minutes and 15 seconds. And that's kind of embarrassing because this Thursday we play against Buffalo. Buffalo in their backyard. Yes, this is going to be a long night. If we don't get it together now, it's going to be a long season because on Monday night we play the Jets in our backyard. on Monday night, and that's embarrassing. If we lose those two games, we might just hang it up. A lot of us call it quits on the season already because we see a lot of stupidity as these professionals step on the field trying to be individually superstars. All y'all are superstars. Y'all get a big multi-million-dollar contract. So when you put your jersey on, they come to see the Miami Dolphins, not Tua Tago. Because Tua Tago can't throw the ball or run the ball without his offensive line. We ain't come to see Tyreek Hill or Jalen Water because you need Tua in the offensive line to get the ball to you. And we ain't come to see our chain. Our chain need Tua to hand the ball off to him, and he need the offensive line to open up the holes and get them yardage, big yardage. If y'all not together as a team, it is going to be a long, long season. And right now, y'all need to turn it around as y'all play Buffalo Thursday night. Alrighty, that'll be it for Let's Talk Sports with Ron. As I come with you next week with all the scores and highlights from WWE, WNBA, Hurricanes, and the Miami Dolphins. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.